Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play SimCity on Sundays. So, if you were watching my previous series, you'll know that I kind of ended that and I am starting a new one. I decided to, instead of doing a series using the sandbox mode with cheats, I am now playing a public realm game. So this particular region here is completely open to the public. It's called Richland Bay is what I named it. And if you want to, I think as of right now there's only one person who's joined Richland Bay besides myself. I don't know who they are. They just kind of found it and joined and built a city, which was kind of cool. But right now, this is the second city I'm starting to build here in Richland Bay. I actually kind of experimented with another city first because I hadn't played a public realm game and I wasn't sure how to work with the monetary thing. And you only have 50,000 simoleons to start with, so I don't have millions and millions to go on. So you have to start small. As you can see here, I'm starting very small. In terms of roads, I'm not using dirt roads. You can start with dirt roads if you want, but I didn't want to start with just dirt roads. And I'm starting here with wind power instead of, other things. I'm doing everything as cheaply as possible to begin with, just to kind of get things started. Up to a degree here, you can see I'm putting a small road up into the mountain here, and actually that is a dirt road. I decided to just do that as dirt initially, and I wanted to put the wind power up on the hill. I figured that might get better wind. I don't know, but plus I wanted to get the utilities, and I also want to get more of the industrial things up here away from the residential. I want the residential to be closer down below to, living by the ocean and everything, because we're actually in a bay area. But here we go. We've got a water tower going. So here we go. So we've got the basics. You've got your residential. You've got some shopping, some commercial, and a little bit of industrial. Just got the power, got the water, and now got the sewage treatment. So those are the real basics to get a town started. And you can see people have moved in pretty darn quickly, and along with pretty much everything else is already populated. And here I've already gotten, that's the town hall, and I get a chance to name my city, and it always takes me forever to figure out a name. I'm like, what am I going to name it? So ultimately at the end of the day, you'll see here I decided to name it Richland Valley. My other town is Richland Hills. So I'm kind of got this Richland theme going on with the two cities that I've built. And I'm going to leave the other cities open for other people to play. And there's my mayor from Richland Hills has come to visit. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, I didn't tell it to. It just kind of in the game, it sent the mayor from my other city to come visit this one. Just kind of a little drive-by. And here I decided to put a park in, kind of help increase happiness for the residential people. There we go. There, lots more happiness. Nice big park with some parking. So there's the basics, and then, I've got to, and there that's where I first discovered, hey, there's another city. And here it's Mackenzie Point, which is the default name of this particular plot of land. And obviously they must have just claimed it, and they haven't built anything yet. But ta-da, there is a second person playing in this region. And I don't know, I checked, I think 2 days ago, and there hadn't been anyone else playing, but that's okay. There are 4 other places, 4 other cities to claim. So if you're watching this and you want to play along, because so far I don't have a Great Works awarded to me, and it's going to take most of us, I think, working together in order to get the Great Works going. But we'll see what happens there. This particular region is neat because you have, like, I think it's 6 cities all sharing a single Great Works. The other region I was playing had like 3 different Great Works, all surrounded by 4 different cities. So it's like you had had 3 different kind of city groups, and you couldn't interact from one city group to another that I could tell. So it was a rather large region, and decided this particular grouping looked a lot more interesting to play. And here I'm kind of building up a little bit of my infrastructure now that I'm actually profitable. So you can see here, if you look down at the bottom at the simoleons, that I'm actually making money, plus 350 simoleons an hour. So that's a good thing. As long as I can, stay ahead of the curve and remain profitable, that's, I think I can keep growing the city, but I just have to grow it a lot more slowly than I'm usually used to playing, because as I've said before in the previous series, I have always used money cheats, and you can't use a money cheat if you're using the public realm cities or regions. So as long as you're playing with other people, you can't cheat. Which I guess it's fair. If you're going to do it that way, it's only fair that you can't cheat, because not everyone wants to cheat. Although, it might be interesting if you had like some regions that were cheat free, and some regions that weren't. Almost kind of like if you think about if you've ever played World of Warcraft. Some people like role playing, some people don't. Some people like the danger of playing in a PvP realm or player versus player realm, and some people don't. And so they have lots of different types of servers that you can join, or realms that you can join, where some of them are role-playing PvP, some of them are role-playing PvE, some of them are just PvP, and some of them are just PvE, with no role-playing in either of them. So they have a little bit different one for every type of flavor of how you want to play. So right now, with SimCity, you've got public and private. Private, you can cheat. Public, you can't. But I think for the public ones, it might be interesting what kind of a region you could develop if everyone was able to use a cheat. And everyone knew you could use a cheat because it was an open public cheat realm or region. And I keep calling them realms because I'm so used to that from World of Warcraft, but but I think something like that could be interesting if they develop that in the future. Alrighty, so here I've decided I'm going to go ahead and start developing out a little bit more infrastructure. I think I need, a little bit more residential. There's quite a bit of residential demand. You can tell the demand just based on you have the green, the blue, and the yellow little indicators down below, right kind of next to the population. I have a population of 270, and there's a great demand for population, or for residential, and for industrial. So right now I'm just kind of building out the residential first, because you want to make sure you have enough workers before you build out the industrial. So I'm kind of doing that in there. I'm like, okay, now I'll plunk some more industrial. But again, trying to grow things slowly. Trying not to get too aggressive with my building. I usually will build out really quickly. But since I'm not familiar with playing with the public region and no cheats, I'm like, okay. Alright, so here I'm checking out if I do this as an oil town, where the oil is. And the only way to see the oil is when you try and plunk down a oil mine, or oil pump facility. So I now know where the oil is, and I now know where I need to build the infrastructure in order to build it. I mean, I don't have enough money to do it. But here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to upgrade the roads. So instead of dirt roads, I'm upgrading to paved roads. And upgrading is really easy. You just click on it, and it'll let you upgrade. And I'm actually, going from dirt to low density street. And so just kind of getting prepared in order to have the infrastructure in place, because you can't plunk down an oil mine if you don't have a road for them. So every building in the game has to have a road. And there I'm building some extra little roads because I'm going to put some industrial up there as well. There. And so people can go from the town either up around or straight through from town. That was in the plan. And here I'm just doing a quick check on the region wall to see what's going on in the region. And the person who's playing in the other city just named their city, so they're actually playing now. And I think this is kind of where I'm going to wrap things up on this particular episode. And I want to thank you for joining me. And until next week, take care and bye-bye.